Hey guys, time for another video tutorial. Today I'm going to make Spanish rice, or I don't know if it's authentic or not, but this is what I've come up with a few years ago, and I like it, and people that have tried it told me they like it as well. I don't know if they're lying or whatever, but I think it's pretty good. So I'll be right back with all the ingredients and how we're going to do this. Okay, right now I've got, I'm going to be doing this in a pressure cooker. This is what I got for a pressure cooker. If you don't have a pressure cooker, that's fine, because it's almost very similar. Instead of putting it in a pressure cooker, you're going to warm it up on a stovetop. Set your element high, and then you're going to saute everything that I'm about to do, and then once you add your liquid, bring it to a boil. It's just like me putting the lid on here. You're just going to leave it for 20 minutes. And then take it off. Well, you're going to drop the heat down to simmer, leave it for 20 minutes, as opposed to me putting this in here and putting the lid on. Okay. First things first, this is what we got. These are all the ingredients. Right here, I have one small chopped yellow onion. Mushrooms. I put in a pretty good handful because I like them. Chopped tomato. These are 2 serrano peppers. Average size. I chopped everything, 0 seeds and all. That's the way I like it. 2 cloves of garlic. 1 cup of rice. I'm only making 1 cup of rice. I've got no one to feed, so I'm not going to make a whole lot. 2 cups of chicken stock. Some spices here. I got some in here. There's cumin, paprika, salt, and chili powder. So what I'm going to add, the spices I'm going to add last, and everything else here is pretty much going to go in at the same time into here, minus the rice. Okay, I'm going to get that in there, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I got everything in here except for the spices, the broth, and the rice itself. I'm just gonna get this browned up, and then maybe salt and pepper it, and then I'm going to add my rice, and then my chicken stock, and then once that's all stirred and put together, I'm going to put in my spices, give it one more stir, and then put the lid on it and set it for 20 minutes. So right now, if you don't have the pressure cooker, you'd have all this in your pot, stirring it up, and then seasoning it with a little bit of salt and pepper. And once you're happy with the browning, then again, put in your spice, your rice, your broth, and once that comes to a boil, you're going to put your lid on it and put it down to simmer. I'll be right back. Okay, now I've got the rice in here. What I'm going to do is stir this rice and get this kind of mixing up the flavors until the rice looks almost kind of like translucent-ish. And once I get to that point, again, I'm going to add the stock, the seasoning, and then put the lid on it. So if you're on the stovetop, let that go till the rice looks kind of translucent, I guess, kind of almost see-through, a little less white looking. Okay, I've got everything in the pot, spices, broth, all the ingredients. Aside from shuffling out a bit of green onion, which I'll use for garnish when it's done. But yeah, now I'm ready to set this for 20 minutes, put the lid on, get the pressure setting to pressure, if you're using a pressure cooker. If not, you're going to be on the stove top waiting for it to come to a boil. And once it comes to the boil, you're going to put your lid on, and then as well time that for 20 minutes as well. All right. Okay, I'll see you in 20 minutes. Well, we're halfway through our cooking time, and just thinking about rice and in general. Like, if you're watching this video, you're not from Canada. I'm from Winnipeg, Canada, and until about a year or so ago, there was really no Mexican restaurants or cuisine that I've seen around town, except for Taco Bell and Taco Time, like whatever. But even them, they didn't get here till probably about 5 years before that. And now that all these Mexican places are popping up, one thing I was very disappointed with is the rice, because you'd think right on you're finally going to get some spicy flavors out of it's Mexican, sure, but yeah, not. I haven't come across any Mexican place in town that serves rice that has really any depth of flavor. So, yeah, if you're going to try this recipe, not just watch it, but try it, and then taste the rice, you're going to see the difference. So, I think we got about another 10 minutes left, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, we're almost done here. We're down to the last minute. So exciting. While we're killing time, I might as well introduce our sponsors. This video tutorial is sponsored by Bombay, the gin that makes you grin. There we go. Okay, once the pressure cooker is done, we're gonna release the pressure. Once the pressure is low enough, this will pop open and we can get at our rice. There we go. Let's put this over here. And that's what she looks like when she's done. Okay, I'm gonna prepare this and then I'll be right back. And there you have it. Some nice, delicious Spanish rice. I really urge you to try this recipe because if you like rice, you're gonna love this recipe. Thanks a lot. Have a good night.